Yes, now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Thomas Reactions YouTube channel where I give my personal opinions on WWE, boxing, all things coming up and the things I enjoy. Opinion doesn't matter, I probably don't get it right, but I don't care. I love talking about what I love, so I'll keep doing it. Tonight is WWE Fastlane, and on this pay-per-view card, there's only 5 matches. That tells me we're getting 5 bangers or 5 really long and grueling matches. But there's only one. I can't YouTube. There's only one singles match, I believe. There's only one singles match, and that's a World Heavyweight Championship match. The match we just had Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. We just had Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura at what pay per view was it? Was it Payback? I think it was Payback. So we've got it at Fastlane now, and it's the last man standing. Now, they could keep Seth Rollins as World Heavyweight Champion, but I've got another theory, right? That this years ago when they had the big match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles with WrestleMania Dream Match, ended up being a stinker. Then I had another match at Greatest Royal Rumble. Then I had another match at Backlash. Then I had the final Last Man Standing Money in the Bank. Now this year, 5 years later, Shinsuke Nakamura was started the whole backstory line because Seth Rollins went on impulsive and talked about his bad back and how he's been having trouble with the bad back over the years. And Shinsuke Nakamura started the rivalry with the back, started injured his back, started using it as a storyline, but it's a real life situation. So he lost that match because I thought they didn't want to just make Seth lose in one match. No, they built it up. So now they're going to a last man stand match at Fastlane. My prediction is they're going to give Shinsuke Nakamura the title. One, to give Shinsuke Nakamura that push that WWE always wanted to give him, but Vince wouldn't do because Triple H was the one pushing Nakamura in the first place. I mean, it's obvious he gave Nakamura his old theme back. The theme pushed Nakamura. It got him over. So I think that's definitely happening. I think Nakamura's winning the World Heavyweight Champion. They're going to give World Heavyweight Championship. They're going to give Seth Rollins time off to recover his back, do something with it, fix it, because they probably heard about it. Seth probably never talked about it publicly. And talking about it publicly, Triple H has a good place in his heart for Seth Rollins, so he probably wants him to get that sorted. So that's my prediction for that one. The next, the WWE Women's Championship, Io Sky, when she cashed in and got it, good champion. She's defending in a triple threat match against Bianca Belair and Asuka. Now, personally, I think for the belt to be dropped back to Asuka would be pointless. Just like, why? I thought Bianca winning the title off Asuka in the triple threat match was pointless in the first place. It should have just had Io. Because it should have been who's going to win, Asuka, Bianca, or Charlotte? They should have had Io Sky just cash in and just none of them win. But no, for some reason, they let Bianca win. And Bianca's just always in the title picture. She's just like the new Charlotte Flair. I want Bianca doing something else. You know what I mean? It's a bit boring, when Bianca's the champion for a year, just defending it, and then she loses it and she's straight back in the fucking championship picture. She's just the new Charlotte Flair. So I'm going to predict an EO retain because they're not going to drop it that easy. I think they're building up for EO being champion and Bailey getting jealous and Bailey eventually turning on EO or Damage Control turning on Bailey, and there being a rivalry there and Bailey potentially winning the title back and bringing back the role model. Is it Gold Standard? Is that Bailey? Yeah, but Bailey's my favourite. Bailey better be champ one day. But that's not happening at Fastlane. Fastlane, Io Sky's retaining. We have the Judgment Day defending the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships against the newly formed team of Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. It's sparking a rivalry between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. It's obvious Judgment Day are going to drop the titles. Judgment Day are going to retain the titles against Cody and Jey. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to have the go at Cody, and it's going to end up Cody having a bit of a kerfuffle with them, and they're obviously going to have a kerfuffle with Jey, but then it's going to end up Jey and Cody probably turning on each other, but that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. The point is, they're going to lose. Kevin and Sami are going to be the next in line, and they're just building up more time, letting rivalries live out. Judgment Day's retaining. That's just obvious to me. Next match, we have LWO, and I believe it's a 6-man tag versus Bobby Lashley and Montez Ford and then Angelo Dawkins. Bobby Lashley and Street Profits. I believe it's 6-man tag. If not, it's a tag team. I love LWO as a faction. I'm so glad WWE are making way more factions. Bloodline, Judgment Day, LWO, Brawling Brutes. I like it all. I hope they don't break them up. I hate when Vince McMahon would put random people together in friendships for 6 weeks and then there wouldn't be tag teams again. This is actual factions. I have names, I have catchphrases, I have all this. It's good. It's not just two people being a tag team now, it's a faction. I love it. I'd love for LWO to win because I'd love the momentum keep going, but I think they're building the storyline of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford going under the wing of Bobby Lashley. So Bobby Lashley's probably going to dominate LWO. And one of two things are going to happen. Bobby Lashley and Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford are going to build the momentum, build as a tag team and win. Or Bobby Lashley's going to absolutely dominate the match. And then when one of the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, gets in the ring, they're going to mess up and they're going to lose somehow. Plus Ray is a champion. They also want to keep Ray built. But they're going to lose somehow. And it's going to add to the story of Bobby Lashley testing the Street Profits and making them prove themselves. So one of two things happening, right? It's one of them will happen because I know I'm right. If Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits win, it's because they're building momentum. If LWO win, it'll be one of the Street Profits that get pinned, and Bobby Lashley's dominated the whole match. I know this stuff. Next is the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso never welcomed back into the Bloodline by the Tribal Chief himself, but we'll see next Friday when the Tribal Chief comes back. But Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso, the brothers, the Bloodline versus a fan favorite team, the return of the GOAT, literally the GOAT, the one that got every kid that was born, every kid that was born after 2005 got into WWE because of John Cena. John Cena and the newly found fan favourite LA Knight teaming up in a tag team against the Bloodline. This is an obvious no-brainer. John Cena's back while Hollywood's on strike. They want to use him. They want to have good momentum. They want to build LA Knight. Everyone loves LA Knight. Everyone's going to go home raging if LA Knight and John Cena lose. So LA Knight and John Cena are going to win. It's going to add to the storyline because Solo Sikoa's not going to get pinned for one. So Solo Sikoa's going to be more angry. Paul Heyman's going to be more questionable as to why Jimmy Uso's in the Bloodline because Jimmy Uso just lost. And when the Tribal Chief comes back, he's going to interrogate Jimmy Uso on why he wants to be back and why he's losing. So there's my predictions for WWE Fastlane. Come back here when I'm right because I know I'm going to be right. If I'm wrong, oops. So that's my predictions. Io Sky retains. Shinsuke Nakamura, new World Heavyweight Champion. Judgment Day retain. Bobby Lashley and Street Profits win or LWO win. I don't know. I've kind of given an answer for both of them. I think it's justified. And John Cena and LA Knight win the main event. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Let me know what your prediction is in the comments below. And goodbye.